What's up, guys? Welcome back to WCS America. I'm Axel Toss. I'm joined by Axlab, currently watching Challenger League Group E, Top 2, Advanced Premier League Season 2, which is really important. This is the winner's match. Jim is 1 win away, but can he 2-0 Jaedong?
You know, if he plays like that, I think he can. That was
Cool.
Some of the cleanest, most perfect Protoss play I've seen in a long time. It was reminiscent of watching back when Party went like 40-0 with that 2-base Immortal timing. Of course, this is a different timing. It looked very similar. Jim's timing is a little bit faster. Of course, with a couple less sentries than what Party sometimes had. Doesn't have the Warp Prism. But it's a similar type of idea for the most part. He has motion core as well, of course, with being Heartless Swarm. But just the macro behind it and the force fields were so spectacular. Jim is played properly. That beats every 2-base timing easily. And at least as people got more familiar with the build, you almost never see Protosses do the super 2. Oh, wait a minute here.
Deja vu, man. Nick, we were talking about this not 4 hours ago.
But it's different.
It's a little bit different, isn't it?
This is actually less efficient than the one I was watching GSL.
Yes. SOS.
Yeah, SOS did it actually
versus was it effort?
Yes, it was versus effort.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Cannon rush going to be attempted from Jim. 2 drones sneaking on by, and that pylon is
threaten to Protoss, but building a roach war and getting gas and building roaches before third hatch slows your economy down so much as a Zerg. I mean, You really do not want to have to get any units out in the field before you have 3 bases in Zerg versus Protoss, assuming the Protoss is taking their natural expansion.
Let's see if Jim can identify this. He saw the base at the bottom left. He didn't see the base at the what do you call it? 8 o'clock, I guess, 8:30 o'clock. Yeah, he didn't see that base.
He may look for, if the cannons don't get killed within the next minute, right? If he didn't see Banings, Roaches, or exploit the spatial disadvantage that Jaedong has, having to cover and protect a much larger zone of the map than ideally you would have to protect.
Phoenix gonna tack down this Overlord pretty quickly here, and it's also worth noting
There's no
that
probes being built.
Ooh,
That's worth being noted.
that's very worth noting. Thank you, Nick. But also, the 2 pylons are still very much alive at the natural expansion of Jaedong. So Warpins later. In fact, I think. It counts as a unit in the unit.
It does.
Oh, okay.
It does.
Huh. Interesting.
Roach is checking on the 3rd base, and this is going to tell, well, and Overseer, right? So he knows it's a 2-base follow-up, and this is what Jim excels so much in micro. And we talked about how he lost to Scarlet. He lost to Scarlet because she did a build where you can't do 2-base time in this instant. And of course, it puts her a little bit behind economy, more tech over economy, as opposed to Jaedong's favorite economy over tech with these three base builds. And then it got the super late game, and Scarlet's late game control is I would say one of the top couple in the world, honestly.
Yeah, he can just force field between the rock and the ledge on the left-hand side, and every single unit here is going to die. Jaedong taking down his opponents, are forcing to cancel on the Nexus, but sacrificing all those units. Do you think that's worth it?
That's a very hard call. I mean, I honestly think that favored Jim, but on the other hand, Jaedong couldn't not attack.
Yeah.
He just couldn't. Like, if he lets Jim build up a larger army, he still doesn't on Roach Hydra.
Yep. 17 mutas, so he's going straight into muta production.
And the thing is he realized Roach Hydras are useless at this point unless he could have added in some Vipers. And his Infestation Pit was too late. He wasn't going to get Vipers in time before major engagement. So he said, let's trade him for his economy, forced him to come to me now because his economy's hurt again. And Jaedong, he's going to have to go for the base race. In a straight-up engagement with Guardian Shield and a potential Stalker Warp in, mutas aren't going to stop this army.
Isn't this what happened in the DreamHack final?
It was.
Their base trade situation.
And Jaedong actually should have won the game into Bluesing.
Okay. Jaedong to be a little bit tentative, but now the reinforcements are coming here from Jim. He's going to get his entire army together. Jaedong trying to buy a little bit of time to get spines up, to get some more mutas, to get some more lanes, but Jim might just have too much.
No, there's just too much there. Jim can actually split his army into two pieces. He has the probes and the stalkers and the phoenixes dealing with the mutas while the rest of the army takes down base after base. It looks like the third of Jaedong is cleaned up. Actually, the mutas chasing out stalkers here.
Hold on a second. He got a couple